Hello everyone, I have come with last chapter of geography sections, chapter number 7, lifelines of national economy. Before these chapters, we have completed those all previous chapters from geography sections, and I have completed those all chapters from political sections also, and economic section also. And after completing this last chapter from geography, I will be continue with history section. So keep revision and be aware, and after that I will come with those all very important question which is necessary. So let's start from here. No, means of transport and communication, lifelines of our national economy. They help in increasing cooperation and assistance between countries. Second, easy movement of goods and material between countries, trade and countries, then trade and commerce within the country. Next, reducing distance, thus bringing the world closer. Next, both production and the distribution of goods and movement of large number of people and over long distances. So, although this chapter is really very lengthy in NCERT, but here we are covering those all important facts. So, we will cover these facts. These facts are very important for your examination. So, be aware and be confident with these facts. Now, roadways. So, importance of road transport with rail transport. So, important of rail transport by rail transport. So we can keep continue from here. Construction cost of roads is much lower than that of railway lines. Next point, roads can traverse comparatively more dissected and undaunting topography. Next, roads are negotiable higher gradients of slopes, and as such can uh, um, traverse mountains such as the Himalayas. Next, road transport is economical in transportation of few persons and relatively smaller amount of goods over the short distances. Next, it also provides door-to-door services, thus the cost of loading and unloading is much lower. Next, road transport is also used as a feeder to other modes of transport. So now in next point we are covering here six classes of roads in six classes of road in India according to their capacity. So first is Golden Quadrilateral Super Highways. It's a major road development project linking Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, and Delhi by six-lane super highways. Next point, the North-South corridor linking Srinagar, Jammu and Kashmir, and Kanyakumari to Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu, and East-West corridor connecting the Silchar, Assam, and Porbandar, Gujarat, are part of this project. Now, next point is they are made to reduce the time and distance between mega cities of India. So after completing this, we will come in these points which is necessary here. Now we will talk about national highways. Yes. National highways. National highways link all major cities of extreme parts of the country. These are the primary road systems and are maintained by the Central Public Works Departments. It's called in short CPWD. The National Highway 7 between Varanasi and Kanyakumari is the longest highway of India. Next, state highways. So it will become also in exam generally in MCQ types questions are being asked that which is the longest highway in India, to be aware with these points. Now next, state highways. Roads linking a state capital with the different districts headquarters. These roads are constructed and maintained by state public works department in the state and union territories. District roads. These roads are connect the district headquarters with other places of the district. These roads are maintained by the Zilla Parishad. Next, other roads. Other roads are rural roads, which link rural areas and villages with the towns, are classified under this category. Next, under the Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana scheme, especially special provisions are made so that every village in the country is linked to a major town in the country by an all-season motorable road. So this point is also important. Now next, border roads. Border roads organizations constructs and maintain roads in the bordering areas of the country. These roads are of the strategic importance in the northern and northeastern border areas. So now next is importance of railways in India. This is really very important topic. They are the principal mode of the transportation for freight and the passengers in India. Railway also make it possible to conduct different activities like business, sightseeing and pilgrim, along with the transportation of goods over longer distance. Indian Railways plays a role of national integration. Railways in India bind the economic life of the country as well as accelerate the development of the industry and agriculture. So these points are very important. Now we will keep continue from here, from factors. Factors which influence the distribution pattern of railway network in India. The distribution pattern of railway network in the country has been largely influenced by the psychographic, graphic, economic and administrative factors. The density railway network in high in the northern plains because they are vast, level and high and have high population density and rich agricultural resources in the hilly terrains of the peninsular region. Railway tracks are laid through low hills, gaps or tunnels before it difficult to construct railway lines. The Himalayan mountainous regions too are unfavorable for the construction of railway lines due to high relief. And now sparse population and lack of economic opportunities. It was difficult to lay railway lines on the sandy plain of western Rajasthan, swamps of Gujarat, forested tracts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Jharkhand. Next, importance of pipelines in India. In the past, these were used to transport water to cities and industries. Now these days, now these are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum product and natural gas from oil and natural gas fields to refineries. So fertilizers factories and big thermal power plants. Next, solids can also be transported through a pipeline which converted into slurry. Because of pipelines, refineries like Barauni, Mathura, Panipat and gas-based fertilizer plants could be located in the interiors of India. Initial cost of laying pipelines is high, but subsequent running costs are mining. It rules out transshipment during transportation, losses or delays. So we will cover more important front from next chapter. Although these all contents are being covered here, so be aware we are just covering those all points which is necessary from this chapter. So let's start from here. Three important networks of pipeline transportation in the country. So what is number one? We can see here. See. from oil field in Upper Assam to Kanpur, it's in Uttar Pradesh. Second, from Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab. Third, gas pipelines from Hazaria in Gujarat connects Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh. Next, importance of water transport. So now we can see here that waterways are the cheapest means of transport. They are most suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. It is a fuel efficient and environment friendly mode. The national waterways by the government, the Ganga river between Allahabad and Haldia, its distance is 1620 kilometer national NW. National waterways, in short NW it's written number 1. Second is the Brahmaputra river between Sadia and Dhubri. So its distance is around 891 kilometer for national waterways number 2, in short NW number 2. Next, the West Coast Canal in Kerala, it's Kottapuram and Koman, and now I'm afraid this is given Udyog Mandal and Champakara. So canals, it's Champakara canals, 205 kilometers. So it's given again national waterways. So in short NW number 3. Now we have done from here. Now let's start from here. Major seaports. So how many seaports are here? So these all seaports are really very important for your examination. Be aware and be confident to cover these all points properly. First is Kandla. It was the first developed soon after independence. It was developed to ease the volume of trade on the Mumbai port. Kandla is a tidal port. Next, Mumbai. It is the biggest port with a spacious, natural and well sheltered harbor. Third, the Jawaharlal Nehru port. It was planned with a view to decongest the Mumbai port and serve as a hub port for this region. Next is Marmagao. This is Marmagao port. Marmagao port, it's in Goa. It is the premier iron ore exporting port of the country. This port accounts for about 50% of India's iron ore export. Next is New Mangalore port. It exports iron ore from Kudurmukh mines. Next is Kochi. It is located at the entrance of the lagoon with the natural harbor. Next is Tuticorin. So this is also important in Tuticorin. It's come in exam also. It is in Tamil Nadu. Either it comes in map or you have to identify everything properly. This port has a natural harbor. It trades a large variety of cargoes to our neighboring countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives, etc. Next is it's Chennai. It is one of the oldest artificial ports of the country. It is ranked next to Mumbai in terms of the volume of trade and cargo. So be aware that in artificial airport it is being asked in examination, and generally it comes in MCQ type question, that what is the oldest artificial ports in country. So generally students are confused, to be aware about Chennai. Getting? So oldest artificial ports it's called. Now next is Visakhapatnam. It is the deepest landlocked and well protected port. This port was developed as a port for iron ore exports. So Visakhapatnam, to it's you know very well. Now next is Paradip port. It is located in Odisha. It specializes in the export of iron ore. Next, Kolkata. It is an inland riverine port. This port serves a very large and rich hinterland of Ganga Brahmaputra basin. Next, being a tidal port, it requires the constant dredging of Hooghly River. Next is Haldia port. It was developed as a subsidiary port in order to relieve growing pressure on the Kolkata port. Now, after completing these all seaport here, and we will see and we will understand the importance of airways here. So, and you know, these all things are also depend on your map work. So, be aware and be confident with these are very important points here. So, let's start from here. Importance of airways. The air travel today is the fastest and most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport. It can cover very difficult terrains like high mountains, dreary and deserts, dense forest, and also long oceanic stretches with a great ease. Air travel has made access easier in the northeastern part of the country, which has a big rivers and dissected relief, dense forest, and the frequent floods and in international frontiers. So we have done this now. Next is communication. Two major means of communication in India. So number one is personal communication, including letter, email, telephone, etc. And now mass communication, including telephone, including television, radio, press, film, etc. So these are in communication, so you need to be aware with that. Now next is different types of mail handled by the Indian Postal Department. So first is first class mails. So what is first class mail? Cards and envelopes are the airlifted between the stations, covering both land and air. Second class mail includes book, packets, registered newspaper, and periodicals. Next, they are carried by the surface mail, covering land and water transport. Next is we are just importance of mass communication. It's very important here, so be aware with this topic also. Mass communication provides entertainment. They create awareness among people about various national programs and policies. They provide variety of programs in national, regional, and local language for various categories of people spread over different parts of the country. They strengthen democracy in the country by providing news and information to the masses. It helps in agriculture sector by helping farmers by providing them information about new agricultural practices. Now next, Doordarshan is the national television channel of India. It is one of the largest terrestrial network in the world. The largest number of newspaper published in. So let's points are here also. We can cover these things. In the country, in Hindi followed by English and Urdu, India is the largest producer of feature films in the world. Now next, international trade. So let's start from here. International trade is defined as the exchange of goods and services between two or more countries. Next, it is also considered as economic barometer because advancement of international trade of a country leads to economic prosperity. Income earned from the international trade constitutes a major part in the net national income. Large international trade leads to the revival of domestic economy. Now next, balance of trade. So the difference between export and import is known as balance of trade. If the value of the exports is more than the value of imports, it is called favorable balance of trade. and if the value of imports is greater than the value of export, it is known as unfavorable balance of trade. Now next, favorable balance of trade is regarded good for the economic development, whereas unfavorable balance of the trade is seen harmful for the domestic economy. Now next, importance of tourism as a trade. So how tourism is important for trading. So point wise it's being given here. So point is here given. Tourism in India earns huge foreign exchange. Over 2.6 million foreign tourists visit India every year. More than 15 million people are directly engaged in the tourism industry. Next, tourism also promotes national integrations. It provides support to local handicrafts and cultural pursuits. Next, it also helps in the development of international understanding about our culture and heritage. Next, foreign tourists visit India for heritage tourism, eco-tourism, adventure tourism, cultural tourism, medical tourism, and business tourism. Next, Rajasthan, Goa, Jammu and Kashmir, and temple Jammu and Kashmir and temple towns of South India are important destination of foreign tourists in India. There is a vast potential of tourism development in the northeastern states and the interior part of Himalayas, but due to strategic reasons, these have not been encouraged so far. Thus, we have completed this chapter, and after completing these chapters, we have completed whole chapters from geography sections. So you need to be aware and keep revision from there. And I have added these all video in playlist. You can keep revision, you can keep understanding from there. These content are really very important. These contents are taken from those all long chapters, and it's very necessary for your examination. And after that one section is left. After completing the geography sections, we have completed economic section, political section, and geography. All chapters are covered here, and I have added everything in these all video in playlist. And now I will keep continue with history sections, where I will cover those all chapters from history, and after that I will come with those all important questions and previous year question papers and practice set also, which is very necessary to discuss these all things for your examination and for your understanding. So keep revision and keep continue. I will come with a new video where we will cover history chapters there.